What's up, Sports Awards? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today ESPN previews the WNBA season. It's so exciting. There's so much enthusiasm. There's so much passion, so much interest for the WNBA season, ladies and gentlemen. That's why this video has a whopping 5,800 views on a channel with almost 8 million subs. I mean, look, ESPN doesn't get a ton of views, you know, if you're looking at compared to their subs, but I mean, 5,800 after a full day, that's not really a lot of views at all, and it's been ratioed. Now, what I want to focus in on is it takes them well over a minute before they even mention a player or a team in the WNBA. They mention social justice multiple times before they even mention anything about the WNBA specifically. That's what the WNBA is. It's a big, giant virtue signal. Let's listen in on this.
We got just the person to break down the new WNBA season. She's participant and observer, Shanae Agumake, joining us on SportsCenter. So it's almost time, Shanae. What are you most looking forward to this season?
My goodness, I personally am looking forward to the opportunity to be back on the court. I mean, I think the WNBA in 2020 made a mark, not just on the basketball and the sports world, but in society in general. And this is really exciting. It's the 25th season. We're approaching our 25th anniversary. There's a lot of change happening amongst players, amongst teams. There's a lot of great energy for the women's game. So I'm just glad to hit the court again.
The bubble season was historic in a lot of ways, not only with the social justice initiatives that the league made, but just being able to get.
This dude has no idea what's going on in the WNBA. He has not one single clue. Listen to him.
I'm just glad to hit the court again.
The bubble season was historic in a lot of ways, not only with the social justice initiatives that the league made, but just being able to get through a season like that. Now that they move back to home arenas, how do you think that's going to affect the play on the court?
I don't think it'll affect it at all. One thing we know about the WNBA players is they show up not just for their communities, and as you mentioned, especially when it comes to social justice as leaders, but they just show up with their game in general. Our game is growing, and it's been really fun to see players make their marks. Players like Asia Wilson, who becomes an MVP in the bubble, Brianna Stewart.
So it took a full minute and like 10 seconds before we actually start mentioning players and teams affiliated with the WNBA. But we talked about social justice a lot. The impact that it made on society, ladies and gentlemen, the impact the WNBA had on society. No one believes that. That's why the video's been ratioed, because people don't care. People are not interested in the WNBA. People just don't care, generally speaking. It does not attract any viewership. There's a reason that ESPN doesn't put it prominently within its shows, because no one really cares about it. There's a reason that First Take doesn't start off every single episode with WNBA topics, because no one cares about the WNBA. It doesn't matter how much you pretend people care, they just don't. And that is just the reality of the situation. And the fact that you're now adding more social justice nonsense to a discussion that people already don't care about, and you're really asking for your the lack of interest to just decline even more. But I thought this was pretty funny that ESPN decided to cover this. Hey, at least they're covering it, right? Shout out. At least they're covering it. Although, will they cover it prominently? Will they lead off their shows? Like I said to Stephen A. Smith after he did that cringe virtue signal where he was talking about men need to do better. We need to recognize women's sports. And then I said, well, Stephen A., why don't you lead off First Take for like the next month with WNBA topics as the lead story? Make the first 20 minutes of First Take about WNBA, because we know that First Take loves to lead off talking about LeBron, or LeBron versus Jordan, or Tom Brady and Belichick. Who gets more credit? Or Aaron Rodgers, should he, ask to be traded from Green Bay? They spend 20 minutes on these topics every single day. So why don't you do the same for WNBA if you're so committed to the women's NBA? If you're so committed, Stephen A., lead off First Take every single day, 2 straight weeks, maybe a month, 20 minutes, WNBA topics, and let's see how those ratings are. We know it's not going to happen because no one cares. Yet they want to spew this nonsense. They want to preach to the crowd. They want to preach to the people that are watching their product. They are trying to force people to have an interest in something that they have no interest in whatsoever. When you have an audience, you cater to your audience. You give your audience what your audience wants. ESPN is trying to preach and tell the audience what they should be interested in. And that is why people are tired of their crap. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you anticipating the WNBA season? Is your enthusiasm at an all-time high for the WNBA season? Or are you a normal thinking person with a working brain and you realize that the WNBA is garbage? Doesn't mean that people can't watch it. Doesn't mean that people can't enjoy it. There are a few people out there that do enjoy it, and that's fine. No one's telling you you can't enjoy something. What I'm saying is ESPN needs to stop trying to act like it's something that it's not, because it's not a prominent sport. No one cares about it. And the more you try to make people care about it, the less people are going to care. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video. Check out geeksandgamers.com, our website. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram. You see us Twitch there as well. Geeks and Gamers. We're all over the place. And for $10 a month, you can become a premium member to geeksandgamers.com. Help support the website. Continues to help us grow. We're going to have sports articles on the website. We're going to be covering all types of different products or topics on the website. You guys let us know what you want to see more of. And unlike ESPN, we will listen to you. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.